Hello everyone, this is Lucas Horclocks and welcome back to another Let's Tales of Destiny 2. Alright, so anyway, last time what we did was I basically recorded myself doing the warehouse minigame. Now this time I'm gonna do something special. Today I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to refine 2 level 8 slots into one piece of equipment. Now if you don't know what slots are, if you haven't been with me in the main run, slots are basically your weapon and armor abilities in the game. And these abilities, these slots, they have levels into them. And the levels range from level 1 through 8, with 8 being the highest. Now, this correlates with the whole refining process. And what refining is, if you go to your refine menu, basically, in like any other Tales game, you can use a rune bottle to transform one item into a different item, like an apple gummy into an orange gummy. Now, in Tales of Destiny, unique to Tales of Destiny 2, like I shown in the main run, you can use the rune bottle to transfer slots, the abilities of your said equipment, into another piece of equipment. Now, I'm gonna go over with the general rule again, just so I can make clear with this whole tutorial. When it comes to refining equipment that have slot levels, the general rule with it is that you won't, if you're trying to refine 2 slots of the same level, one of them is going to get decreased. One of the levels of those 2 slots that you combine are going to get decreased, at least by 1. It's always going to be by 1. It's never going to be more than 1. So let's give an example here. Let's say I want to combine this final sword, which has the final slot, which is level 8, which gives me a boost of attack and accuracy at the same time. Now, let's say I want to combine that slot with the mighty slot, which just gives you a big boost in attack. Now, if you go to result A, you'll see that the mighty slot gets decreased by 1. And it decreased by 1, so it'll be 7. And its name changes into Force. Now when we go to result B, you'll see that the final slot was decreased by 1, and it'll be called Hyper. Now, this is where you're wondering how the hell are you going to get to level 8, 2 levels? How the hell are you going to retain your slot levels if either of them are going to get decreased by 1? Well, there are 2 ways, at least to my knowledge. One way is by leveling up the blacksmith. If you go to the blacksmith, he can actually craft equipment for you, which might have 2 slots with the same level. That's one way you can get equipment with slots of the same level. The other way, however, is by doing what we call, I guess, I don't call it this. It's on the internet. It's called the Meteoric trick. Now, basically, the Meteor trick revolves around a particular slot, which will increase the level randomly of the attached slot by 1 after every battle. And I'm going to show it to you here. Oh, damn it, no. Where is it? Meteoric? Here it is. Meteoric Sword. The Meteoric Sword. This is a level 8 version of that ability, which, when you attach it to another slot, it'll have a chance of increasing its level after battle. Now, I wanna do mention something about that, something that the developers or the programmers of this game really dropped the ball about this. Now, from obvious perspective, you'll know that the higher the level of the slot, the better the property of that ability will be. So, for example, like the mighty sword that I just showed, which has the ability to increase your attack, having a level 8 property of it will definitely mean that it will increase its attack more. You know, just how levels should be. Apparently, when it comes to this particular slot, you know, the slot that will increase the slot levels up, as far to my knowledge, there is no set change based on levels of this ability. What I'm trying to say is, having a level 1 slot of this, a level 1 version of this slot, which increases the slot level, won't give you much of a good chance of leveling up after every battle even with the level 8 version of it. So there is no set formula with it. Like, I'm gonna post it in the video description again the slot charts that I use in order to see the formulas for these type of slots and how it factors into my stats and whatnot. And you'll notice that when you find the slot which increases which has a probability of increasing the slot level, there is no set formula. I originally thought that having this Meteoric slot, like the level 8, it means like I'll have, after every battle, there's an 8% chance of the attached slot level to increase. But no, that's not the case. There's no formula, so it just says low probability. But having that in mind, I will tell you an effective way, I believe, because even though there is no formula, Kivasa did tell me something about this whole trick, which I'll explain a little bit later. So anyway, back to the whole level 8 slot refinement, but the whole Meteoric trick. So first off, you want to get the Meteoric slot, and when it comes to comments, when it comes to these type of slots, these slots have 3 different categories that they can fall into. They can fall into the common category, they can fall into the weapon only category, and then they can fall into the armor only category. Now, what this means is weapon only means that these slots will only be applied to weapons only. You can't have these slots into armors. Same thing goes with armors. Now with common property, the common slots are basically slots that can go with either weapon or armor. The Meteoric slot falls into that category. It goes with either weapon or armor. And here I got a Meteoric sword. Now, if you remember back at the Golden Seed side quest where I basically wasted like an hour or 3 hours of my time trying to raise a gold seed. Do I even have one in here? I don't think so. I think I've used it all up. I don't know. I have a pen seed. But basically, if you remember, if you go to Cherik, you can talk to the lady here, which she'll give you a level 8 slot if you press the first option. If you select the first option once you have a golden seed. Now, the way common slots works is the game will randomly give you a slot that has the game will randomly give you the slot which has a different equipment category, like it'll be a weapon or a piece of armor or a piece of headgear. And that's where the randomness comes in when it comes to common types. If this is not making any sense to you, I'm gonna try to make a simplified version on the video description just so you guys can read it, because you know I suck with tutorials. But anyway, that means is if you wanna, let's say, level up, if you wanna get, oh gosh, where is it? For example, let's say if you want to get a Meteoric slot for your armor, what you do is, before you turn in your gold seed, save your game, go back to the lady, talk to her, and see if she'll give you the Meteoric plate or the Meteoric crown. And like I said, the type of slot and type of equipment that she gives you depends on the on-screen character you're controlling. So, for example, for Rayala, she won't. If you're controlling Rayala, she won't give you a sword. She'll give you a staff. Or if you're controlling Loni, she won't give you a staff. She'll give you an axe. So, see. Excuse me. So that's how you want to do, just to make sure if you want to get the right property for this Meteoric sword for these slots. So basically, what you want to do is you want to get your 2 level 8 slots that you want to transfer. So I want to transfer this final sword, and I want to transfer the final slot and the mighty slot and still retain its level. In order to do that, let's go with the Meteoric sword. Now what we do is we combine the Meteoric sword with the level 8 slot that is a common type. I think this can only work for common types. It can't work for weapon only or armor only for common types. So just make sure that you know that. And you can tell if you go to the chart. The mighty slot is common type. So combine that, and now you'll see we'll get 2 results. Result A, which will have level 8 Meteoric, and then level 8 Meteoric, and it'll decrease the level of the mighty sword. into the Force Sword, level 7. And here we'll still retain the Mighty level, but we'll decrease the level for the Meteoric, and it'll turn into a Ori Halcon or something. We do not want that. We want to make sure we still retain the Meteoric level 8's level. So we want to choose result 8. Now, what you do is, like I mentioned before, the way the Meteoric Slot works is that every time you finish a battle, there's a good chance for the attached slot to increase its level. So now, like I said before, when it comes to the whole probability thing of this leveling up, there really is no formula. Now, I did talk to Kavasa about this little issue, and he managed to find out some little information about how to at least increase your chances for your slot to level up, because I've done this. Let me tell you, I've done this. It'll take forever for this thing to just level up to 1. At least by my levels. Now here's the thing, this is at least too far as our knowledge, this is what will increase the chances of this leveling up. If you fight battles with enemies that are higher level than you, then you'll have a good chance of this Meteoric Slot to work. And another factor is experience points. If you fight an enemy, let's say a boss character, which will give you a lot of experience points, if you fight a battle and you finish it with tons of experience points, you'll have a good chance of your equipment leveling up if you have the Meteoric Slot attached to it. So there you go. Now, as you can kind of see here, well, not in this file. I mean, if you saw in my other file, I was at level 130 or something, and you're probably wondering, okay, I'm kind of high level, so where do I go to fight enemies that are much more higher level than me? Now, ideally, you probably want to do this trick before even going to the final dungeon, so that way you can get a good chance of your slots leveling up. So the best way to get this to work is by going to the Aqua Labyrinth. So just learn from my mistake, because I've done this way after I've gotten the levels. So now it's gonna take a little bit more. It's gonna take a little bit longer to try to get these to level up, because the enemies' levels I'm higher level than the enemy. So if you want to do this trick, just make sure you do it before you get to over level 100 or something like that. So hold on, I need to take a sip of my tea. All right. So there's that. So now all you have to do is battle around, and hopefully let's just get into this battle. So yeah, you'll battle around and wait until after the victory screen. What are these? I don't even care. I don't even care. But you're gonna wait until you see a message pop up saying that your character's name has its slot increased. So let's just get into a little, Crazy Comet. I think I can do this now. Yeah, Twinkle Star. Okay. Alright, let's just finish this. Come on. Prison Flasher. Okay. Ancient Nova. I really don't care. I just want to make a point here. I just want this to battle to land. Come on. Just die! Come on, man! Come on, guys! Okay, Herald, just do Divine Saber. This is getting... I don't want this to drag on. Oops. Okay, yeah, she's doing it. Okay. Come on. Alright, there we go. That should end there. There we go. Oh, okay, we got good rate. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, at that point, you'll see at the bottom screen saying, like, your character's name. If you have that slot, the Meteoric Slot attached to that character, you'll see a message pop up saying that your slot increased. So you want to battle until you get to that until you get that message. Now, I already gone ahead and done all that crap. So now let's just go to this other separate file that I have, and I'll show you how to do it now. Where I already gotten that slot to level up, and believe me, it took fucking forever. Look at the amount of time it took. See how I was at level 100? Now I'm at level 127? Yeah, it takes forever. But it's my fault because I grinded before doing this, knowing how to do the level 8, the meteoric trick. So now it's gonna take forever. But ideally, you want to do this before you even attempt doing all this crap. I mean, going to the final dungeon and everything, so you can still retain your low levels and still get a good chance of this increasement. All right. So now that we've gone ahead, done all that, let's check out the sword. Yeah, there you go. See now. After doing enough battles, I gotten my hyper. I think it was called what was it called again? I forgot. I don't know. But I basically gotten this slot to increase into its level 8 back up again. So now look, we got 2 level 8 slots. Yay! But still, we don't want that meteoric slot anymore. It's useless now. So let's go to our refine. Let's choose the meteoric sword. Where is it? Here it is. Meteoric sword. Oh, wait, no, oops, sorry, that's meditate, sorry. Jesus, freaking katakana, where is it? Oh, wait, he has it, oh, yeah, he has it equipped, doesn't he? Okay, let's just, there we go. Oh, then, sorry. Alright, where is it now? Meteoric, there we go. Now, you want to combine the meteoric sword with the final sword. Where is it? Here it is, final. And now, check this out. Boom! There you go! See? The meteoric slot gets replaced with the final slot. So now, there you go. Final level 8, mighty level 8. That's how you do it. So now you find that, and there you go. Congratulations! You got your 2 level 8 slots, and you can see that's a good boost in attack. So that's basically it. That's basically how you get 2 level 8 slots in one piece of equipment. And again, this does not only apply with weapons, it can also be with armor and helmets. And again, like I said before, in order to get the meteoric slots versions for armor and helmets, you just save your game, talk to the gold seed lady, make sure that you're gonna get the meteoric slot, by the way, too. You know, like I said, it all depends on the playtime, the amount of playtime. Every 10 minutes, the slot order changes and whatnot. And just reset and save, reset and save, reset and save until you get the type of equipment that you want the meteoric slot to go and work with. So that's you go. So there you go. And also make sure you only use the meteoric trick on common type slots. Again, on the video description, there's gonna be a link to the slot chart. You probably have to press the control find shortcut to find the kind of slots that you want to look for and see the whole entire order thing. So that's basically it. That's basically how you get to level 8 slots. Again, like what Kivasa told me, your chances will get increased based on the levels the enemies you're facing and how much experience points you'll get. How much experience points you get after battle. So basically, yeah, that's basically it. And it takes forever. So here's my recommendation if you really want to get not good at this game, how do I say it? If you want to get level 8 equipment as efficiently as you can. 2 level 8 equipment that has 2 level 8 slots as efficient as you can. Basically, you wait until the final arc where you get the ship and you're able to do side quests, and before going to the final dungeon, you want to do the seed raising quest. And I know it's gonna take like weeks or something, but just do that. Get all your slots that you want to do. Get all your get all the meteoric equipment that you want to have, and then do the whole refinement process that I showed you, and then just go battle in the final dungeon or the Aqua Labyrinth, which is definitely a good choice too. And you'll get a good chance of it increasing its level if you're not high leveled enough. If you're not as high leveled as I am, because otherwise, again, it'll take longer. Now, here's one thing. If you're interested in transferring these slots into your next playthrough, you don't have to worry about, you're probably thinking, oh, then on the next playthrough, I still have to do this entire process all over again. No, you don't have to do this entire process all over again, because I'm going to show you why. let's take let's take our newly refined level 8 slot weapon here, final sword. Now, let's say, I really don't like that final slot. I want to transfer another level 8 slot to it. I think I want to transfer a slot that will give me an elemental property of darkness into my attacks. Well, all right. You do the seed quest and wait until you can get a level 8 slot of the darkness property that I just mentioned. And I should have it actually here. That's why I made that example. Let's see. There you go, the Shadow Sword. See? Now you're probably thinking, oh, well, now I have to do the Meteoric trick again for the Shadow. Oh, not the Shadow, but I have to do the Meteoric trick again. No. Like what happened with the Meteoric trick, you can change, you can replace slot level. You can replace what kind of slots you want to have, and you'll still retain levels. See? So now, since I don't want the final slot, it'll change. It'll replace it with the Shadow. So there you go. See? Now you can totally do this for your other playthroughs once you're able to have access to level 8 slots again. And if you're not satisfied enough with the results of your level 8 equipment, so you don't have to do the Meteoric trick all over again. So yeah, so that's that. That's basically it with this entire tutorial. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna post a more condensed version of this entire thing in the video description, just if you guys didn't really get my rambling, because I know I tend to overcomplicate things when I talk. But that's basically it for this video. On the next part, on the next video, I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth with stats and how to get high stats in this game. Alright, so I'll see you guys on to the next video. Bye!